Where does it come from? Good evening. My name is Sylvia St. Croix. Where does talent come from? Is it a product of one's environment, something you pick up off of the street? Or is talent something you're born with, something passed down from generation to generation? I wonder. Meet Judy Denmark. Pretty, isn't she? A wife and mother living an idyllic suburban life. And although Judy has absolutely no talent whatsoever, her only child, her daughter Tina, has been blessed with a great deal of talent. Blessed. Or dare I say cursed. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
Hello, yes, this is Tina's mother. Hello, Mrs. Miller. How's that? Tina brought you flowers from our garden. Well, she's so fond of you. She likes your husband too. Thank you for calling. Goodbye. I'll get it. Hello, yes, this is Tina's mother. Hello, Mrs. Farmer. How's that? Tina sang and danced for your blind mother. She loves to entertain. Yes, she'll return her cane. Thank you for calling. Goodbye. Oh, Tina's mother here. Hi, Mrs. Adams. A party, I'll tell her she's invited. Tina's mother here. Sorry, Mrs. Adams. That's Saturday at 4? Oh, I'm sure she'll be delighted. Bye. I could have been an office girl, a wizard at dictation, working 50 weeks a year, 2 weeks paid vacation. I could have been a teacher teaching one thing or another, but I'm proud to be what I am, Tina's mother. Hello, yes, this is Tina's mother. Hello, Pastor Peters. How's that? Tina has a choir solo Sunday. Oh, she just loves to sing, and yes, she loves to pray. She's good at everything. I'm grateful every day. Why everyone agrees she's positively heaven sent. My kids love perfect. 6-year-old. Yes, she's enthralling. Thank you for calling. Goodbye. I'll get it. Hello. Hello. Oh!
Mrs. Denmark. Mrs. Judy Denmark.
Why, yes, I'm Judy. I'm Judy Denmark. Judy Denmark. That's my name, Judy. Judy Denmark.
Tina's mother.
That's me.
My card.
Mine are being printed. Won't you come in, Miss St. Croix?
Oh, please, call me Sylvia.
Sylvia St. Croix. Are you French?
St. Croix is a stage name. My real name is Sylvia St. Francis of Assisi. My, what a lovely home.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Beautiful curtains.
Thank you, Sylvia.
That's a smart dress.
Thank you, Sylvia.
And doesn't this look delicious?
It's toast, Sylvia.
Denmark. What sort of a name is Denmark?
I'm not sure. Danish?
No, thanks. The toast is fine. Is your husband at home?
Frederick! I'm afraid not.
Working?
I hope so.
Pity. I do so like to speak to both parents. When will Mr. Denmark be returning?
I'm not sure.
What does Mr. Denmark do?
I don't know.
Well, whatever it is, you must be terribly proud of him.
Uh-huh.
You're a very lucky girl, Judy Denmark.
I know. I'm a Libra.
This lovely home, a successful husband, whatever he does. And of course, the very reason I'm here, your daughter, Tina. I caught her performance last Saturday at the Rolling Hills Twilight Home for the Elderly. Sensational.
We're very proud of our daughter.
Oh, it was a triumph.
If you'd like, I could arrange for her to perform for all of you again next Saturday.
I don't live there, Mrs. Denmark. I was visiting an elderly friend.
Oh, sorry. Would you like to meet her?
I'd love to.
She's out in the garage breaking in her new tap shoes. Tina, you're on.
Hello, Mother.
Darling, we have company.
I love company.
Say hello to Miss St. Croix.
Hi.
Tina loves to perform.
Some girls like to cook, and so when I cook, it's in a show. I was born to entertain. How you doing? It's a rhetorical question. Some girls prefer to help mom clean. I'd rather learn a dance routine. I was born to entertain. Where you from? No, really, where you from? I'm kidding! Instead walking, I go for lapping. When I tap, I make it happen. Mom says I'm Broadway on the brain. Don't get too comfy in that seat. When I strut my stuff, you'll be on your feet. I was born to sing and dance. Not every showbiz Cinderella has got to come from Pocatello. My star will rise like bubbles in champagne. By now you've guessed my one ambition. It's not to be no mathematician. I was born to amuse from the tip of my nose to the tap of my shoes. Strike the band, hand me my hat, my hey. The one I got from that blind lady. 'Cause I was born to entertain. Yeah!
Brava, dear. That was brilliant. Brava.
Thank you, Madam St. Croix.
Oh, please. Call me Sylvia.
All right, Sylvia. Judy.
Very good, Tina. And please, call me Mommy.
Tina, how would you like to be a star?
Why, it's all I've ever wanted. More than anything in the whole wide world.
Well, that's why I'm here. I work with specially gifted children. I plan careers as well as develop talent. I think little Tina here could be big, big, big. Say, you are planning a professional career for your daughter, are you not?
Oh, we want her to finish school first.
Of course. What time does she get out? 3?
I wasn't just talking about today.
Oh.
We want our daughter to have a normal childhood.
I've had a normal childhood. It's time to move on.
What do you say?
Please, Mama, I want to be good.
You are good, baby.
I want to be gooder.
I really think she should stay in school. Besides, I'd like to discuss it with my husband.
Oh, poop. Daddy's never home.
Oh, Tina, you just saw Daddy 6 weeks ago.
That was Daddy?
I think so.
Your daughter's good, Mrs. Denmark. And with my help, she could be great.
Oh, I still think it's important she get a good education. We want her to have something to fall back on.
And that's precisely what she'll do the moment the going gets tough. I firmly believe, Mrs. Denmark, if you have nothing to fall back on, you simply don't fall back.
Makes sense.
But childhood is a time for playing with dolls and riding a bike.
Any tyke can ride a bike. Any brat can swing a bat. Every mother's child plays with blocks. They run and skip and jump and climb on rocks. That may be true for every Dick and Jane. But some of us were born to entertain. This time, I'm doing it for you, baby. You can have it all. You've got talent. Life can be a ball when you've got talent. When it's obvious your child's not an average ordinary tot, shower her with love and validation. Duty, recognize her specialties. Celebrate the fact that she's destined for a life of adoration. Come here. Do you like ice cream?
You bet I do.
Well, it's all banana splits when you've got talent. You don't have to show your tits when you've got talent. You're no silly plastic ingenue doing cheesy ads for cheap shampoo. Really, you're too good for television. I'm talking straight legit. I mean the Broadway stage, the silver screen. But first we need your mother to make the right decision.
Please, Mama, please say yes.
She's not getting any younger.
I suppose some coaching can't hurt, but only after school.
Oh, we start this afternoon.
Oh, I'm afraid she can't this afternoon.
Today's the auditions for the school show. I'm trying out for the lead.
Oh, Judy, you must be so proud. I wish I had a little girl.
Don't you have any children, Sylvia?
I prefer not to discuss it, Mrs. Denmark.
I see.
Let's just say she didn't have any talent.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, not what I call talent. Oh, she used to jump around the living room. Look, Mama, I'm dancing. But she was merely jumping. It cannot be denied. You've got talent. And I'll be by your side to guide that talent. So kick up your heels and tap your toes. I'm your Auntie Mame, your Mama Rose. And nothing's gonna stop us till we're through. Honey Sylvia will make your dreams come true. You've got talent, so much talent. Baby, you'll have it, oh wait and see. For along with all that talent you've got, your mother
Thank you.
and me.
Afternoon, children. I'm Miss Thorne. And after directing last year's riveting production of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, I'm delighted to say that this year the Turner School is presenting Pippi in Tahiti, the musical, written and directed by me, Myrna Thorne. Now, before we start the auditions, don't forget to write down any special skills you may have, any musical instruments you might play, and most importantly, whether or not your mother can bring cupcakes and a bottle of bourbon to opening night. Now, let's get on, shall we? Please welcome a multi-talented third grader, Miss Tina Denmark.
To dance my dances, to sing my song. It's all I've wanted, all I've dreamed my whole life long. Though I'm I'm told. I can't help it, I already know my heart. And I'll do anything to play this part.
Okay, Bobby, play her the ballet combination.
I read to learn in the hall.
Oh. Jazz. Interpretive. Thank you, Tina. Now, I'm happy to say the cast will enjoy a trip to New York City to see a Broadway show and dine at the world-famous Olive Garden, Times Square. Now, please welcome Miss Rachel Hobbs.
If I sound desperate, well, it's because all I want to know, all I need is your applause. So I pray to him on high, the casting agent in the sky. Cast me, and I'll stay true to my art. And I'll do anything you please. Pound erasers on my knees. I'll do anything to play this part.
I want to thank all of our talented students and some of our not so talented ones. Really, Rachel Hobbs, what the hell do you think you were doing? I also want to thank Mike Lerman and Lerman's Hardware for donating all the paint and wood to make our sets. Thank you, Mike Lerman! Also, Betty Lerman and all the gals at Betty's Needle Nook for making our costumes. Thanks, Betty. And now, boys and girls, the starring role of Pippi Longstocking will be played by Miss Louise Lerman!
Are you fucking kidding me?
You had your heart set on playing Pippi, didn't you?
It's the title role.
Oh, Tina.
It's the best part in the show.
Sweetheart.
I don't understand. That Lerman girl is too Jewish looking to play Pippi.
Tina.
She has no fire, no music.
Oh, so what if Louise Lerman is playing Pippi? You get to play Puddles.
Puddles.
I don't want to play a dog.
Puddles doesn't sing. Puddles doesn't even talk. Puddles is a stupid mime part.
I hate mime.
Everyone does.
I mean, just look at me. I was born to play Pippi Longstocking. And Louise Lerman can't act.
Oh, now you listen to me, young lady. Do you want to stay in show business?
You're right, Mother. I only wanted that silly old part so you and Daddy would be proud of me.
But we are proud of you, baby. Of course, if you had gotten the part, we would have been real proud. But nevertheless,
Oh, Mother, what would you give me for a bucket of kisses?
why, I'd give you a tub of hugs.
I'll get it.
Oh, good afternoon, Tina.
Why, good afternoon, Miss Thorne.
You're looking very pretty today.
Why, thank you, Miss Thorne.
Now that was an excellent curtsy.
Why, thank you, Miss Thorne.
Oh, she is so polite.
Why, thank you, Miss Thorne.
I see where she gets it from.
Why, thank you, Miss Thorne. Haven't changed your mind, have you?
Afraid not.
Come on, Sylvia!
Won't you sit down?
No, thank you. Drink.
Excuse me, Miss Thorne. Who do I speak to about comps?
I beg your pardon.
Free tickets.
I'm afraid the Turner School never gives away free tickets.
I see.
All the money raised goes straight to the school fund.
I bet the Lerman kid gets comps.
Miss Thorne.
I know what you're thinking, Mrs. Denmark. And I am not a lesbian.
But you were an actress once before you started teaching?
Oh, yes, my dear, but that was ages ago.
Tell me, was there ever a part you wanted but you didn't get?
Once or twice, what's your point?
Tina is awfully upset about not playing Pippi.
I must admit, Mrs. Denmark, in all my years as an actress, and I've lived on both coasts, I've never known anyone want a part so desperately. It's almost as if starring in the show means too much to Tina.
That's what worries me.
There's no need to worry, unknit your brow, for though Tina's taking it hard right now, experience tells me, I'm happy to say, she'll get over her disappointment someday. She'll learn that being a star isn't everything. There's so many wonderful careers one can choose from, equally as exciting and far more rewarding. Look at me, teaching third grade, shaping the minds of a new generation, no longer afraid to get on with my life and off medication. Sure, I went to New York to be an overnight sensation, more than a face. I was the thrilling combination of talent and grace. I wish I'd had Mace. My bag got nabbed, my ass got grabbed behind Penn Station. Now I'm back, Lord, at the blackboard, teaching third grade.
Don't you think it's a good idea for someone in show business to have something to fall back on?
Something to fall back on, my guiding rule of thumb. That's how I became what I've become. At night, I get cozy, pour wine like the tapers. I sit there, alone there. I love grading papers. The pay is terrific, yeah. My summers are free, so who needs the limelight when you can be me? Yes, I had something to fall back on, so safe and so secure, with very few surprises in store. I watch too much TV, I never get late. God, I'm so bored, I hate teaching third grade.
I wonder what's keeping Tina.
Sick of Jane and sick of Dickie, never quiet, always sticky.
Oh, would you look at the time?
Running noses, noses bleeding, little runs so bloody needy.
Can I get you anything?
Yeah, how about a drink? Got any weed? Oh, I can't take it. God, I need something to fall back on from what I've fallen back on.
About Tina.
As far as the lead in the show, my dear, she'll have to get over not starring this year. For into each life, rain falls, I'm afraid. Life's a bitch. And it starts in third grade. Oh, yeah. Let me sum it up for you in 2 words. That's show business.
That's 3 words.
My dear Miss Thorne, might you consider letting Tina be the Lemon Girl's understudy?
What's an understudy?
An understudy is someone who plays the part if the star can't go on.
We are only given one performance. I think having an understudy is unnecessary, but if it will make you happy, then yes, Tina can be Louise Lerman's understudy.
Wait a minute. You want me to learn all of Pippi's songs, all of Pippi's dances, and all of Pippi's lines? There's a chance I won't even get to play Pippi?
That's right.
Unless, of course, something were to happen to Louise Lerman.
I'll do it!
A 5, 6, 7, 8. A turn. Turn. Échappé, échappé, go. Pay attention. A 1, 2, 3, go. You see, Tina, please, come on. Perfect. Thank you, girls. Rehearsal over.
That was a delicious lunch, dear. Thanks for inviting me.
Well, you've been here since breakfast.
Oh, Judy, you must be so proud of Tina. I wish I had a daughter.
I thought you said you do have
A
it.
talented one.
Would you like to talk about it?
Well, what is there to say? But you would think one's own flesh and blood would have inherited at least a fraction of her own mother's talent.
Oh, but who's to say where talent comes from? Look at Tina. After all... I can't sing a note. No talent whatsoever. I can't tell a joke.
No?
No, I'm simply not overcome, but I haven't a clue as to who Tina gets it from.
Oh, surely there must be something you can do.
Well, let me think. I can make a bed.
You see, I told you.
And do 1,000 things with chicken.
My, you're brimming with talent.
I smoke salmon spread. Fred said is finger licking.
Fred?
My husband. But on a stage I simply would go numb. So I'm up in the air as to where my daughter
She needs
gets it
someone
from.
like me, dear. I've been around the block, and together we'll make millions. So who cares where Tina gets it from? Now, here's the way I see it. First we'll get an agent, one in New York, one on the coast. She's made
Watch
for
me
commercials,
cook
but
the
only a
chicken.
couple. Overexposure is all too common in this highly competitive world where a professional kid can make more money than a parent. She needs someone like me, dear. I've been around the block, so together we'll make millions. So who cares where Tina gets it from?
No matter where she got it.
It doesn't matter, not one. Take me home
Where do you live?
where Tina gets it
Obviously, Tina does not get her talent from me.
What about Frederick?
Who? Oh, my husband. Oh, he doesn't sing or dance at all.
You know, I've heard it said that talent often skips a generation.
Oh, that may be true. I was an adopted child.
Were you ever curious about your natural parents?
Oh, not at all. Two wonderful people raised me.
Are they at all gifted?
Well, Dad was a salesman. And Mother? Well, my mother hates anything to do with the theater. She's a theater critic.
Little Encore.
You've heard of her.
Why? She's legendary. Your mother's closed hundreds of shows, thousands.
Well, she's coming to see Tina's show tonight.
How exciting. I must ask her to autograph a copy of her book, Roofless, The Life and Times of Ruth Del Marco.
That name.
Ruth Del Marco? What's the matter, dear?
Del Marco.
Ruth Del Marco was a great entertainer in her day. Why, her recording of Albie and Unky's Munkle was a tremendous hit. Your mother wrote a book about her.
She's never mentioned it.
It's a lousy book.
What's become of this
Ruth Del Marco? She's dead. After a scathing review closed her show, she couldn't go on. So she took her own life.
Well, I feel sorry for her. And everyone like her. Because show people are doomed. Doomed to a lifestyle of booze, pills, and heavy meals late at night.
But that's show business.
That's not the life I want for my child.
Okay, let's take it from after the storm at sea. All you children who drown in scene 2, dry off quickly and get into your native costumes. Rachel Hobbs, stop giggling. This is theater, not the playground. We are not here to have fun. Go music!
Coconuts, mangoes, grass huts, and look, the Bora Hilton. This must be Tahiti. Oh. And I'm Pippi Longstocking. Now that you know who I am, I'd like you to meet my best friend. Careful you don't get fleas. My best friend is a dog. Pippi laughs. Come on, Puddles. shake my hand. You're not the director.
The script says we shake hands.
Yeah, well, I didn't get a script. Miss Thorne!
Damn it, Tina, give me your paw.
Look, I just don't think Pugs would shake hands, okay? Not after being shipwrecked and had to doggy paddle 50 miles with her hanging around my neck. I think Pugs would rather lie down.
I'm sorry, I can't act with this.
You can't act, period!
Can't.
Prove it!
Girls, please, take it from the Charleston.
The only reason you got the part is because your mommy and daddy bought it for you.
My parents may open doors for me, Tina Denmark, but I have to back it up with talent.
Better get busy.
Oof. Do I have to have a dog?
Yes, Louise, Puddles saves your life.
Stupid!
Schicksal.
Douchebag!
Miss Thorne, Tina called me a douchebag.
Right, that is it. Everybody take 10. Then afterwards, Louise, I want to hear the Pippi ballad.
The Pippi what?
The slow song. Douchebag.
If you let me play Pippi, I'll be your best friend!
Beat it, Denmark.
But I gotta play Pippi!
You don't get it, do you? Do you think I want to be in this stupid show? I think it's embarrassing. But it makes my parents happy. And when Mike and Betty are happy, I'm happy. Got it? Here, hold this. I'm off to practice the slow song.
I asked politely. I said please. Now there's nothing left to do but... Oh, Louise!
May I remind the cast that we open tonight? And to be perfectly honest, even I wouldn't pay to see this.
Opening night.
And closing.
Short run, but still.
We interrupt this program to bring you the following news bulletin. It seems one of the students attending the Turner Elementary School accidentally hanged herself with a jump rope after falling from the catwalks high above the stage of the Vivian Vance Auditorium. The name of the child is being withheld until the parents have been notified. We now return you to your regularly scheduled program.
Sylvia!
It was not Tina. Tina's far too smart to go playing where she might get hurt, much less killed. You'll have other children, Judy. You're still young and attractive.
Hello? Yes, this is Tina's mother. I heard Mrs. Wilson.
There's still more about the accident.
Bye!
We have been authorized to announce that the name of the victim of the Turner School tragedy is Louise Lerman. Miss Lerman, who was to star tonight in her school production of Pippi in Tahiti, was the only daughter of Mike and Betty Lerman. Louise was 10 years old today.
Oh, that poor little girl.
I know. She probably hasn't had a bite of lunch.
I don't know what to do.
Make her a sandwich.
I don't think Tina's ready for something like this.
We've still got 8 hours. She'll be ready.
Goodbye, Sylvia.
Oh, I'll be back.
I know, Sylvia.
Hello, Mother.
Oh, hello, sweetheart. So, how was school?
Short. And we didn't have our lunch because something bad happened to Louise Lerman.
Oh, come here, sweetheart. Come sit on Mommy's lap. Oh, Tina. Sometimes bad things happen that can make us very sad.
I know. We didn't have our lunch.
Oh, sweetheart, if there's anything you don't understand...
I'm so very happy that you are my mother.
Tina.
You don't have a son. I don't have a brother.
Sweetheart.
Just you, me, and Daddy, our own family. No other parents could ever be as loving as my parents are to me. Why are you crying, Mother?
Oh, Tina. Sometimes things happen as sad as can be.
Can I have a cookie?
study well, and that's grand. But if you want to cry or hold Mommy's hand, or even stop smiling, I'd understand.
Why should I cry? I didn't get killed.
I'll go get you a cookie.
I think that my mommy could use a few kisses.
I'll trade them for hugs. Oh, what bliss this is. I'll get it.
Hello, Mrs. Denmark.
Oh, come in, Miss Thorne.
Mind if I smoke?
Go right ahead.
Cigarette?
No, thank you.
No. Do you have one?
Oh, I'm afraid I quit.
Cold turkey?
I don't think so, but I can look.
Never mind. Needless to say, we're all very shaken up over this tragedy. Lord knows I'm trying.
We can all be at times.
I'm happy to say that Turner School is creating a benefit in Louise's honor. All the money raised will go to purchase a memorial fruit and cheese basket for the Lerman family.
Oh, how thoughtful. Fruit and cheese is so comforting.
Well, one does what one can.
Of course, the show has been canceled.
Whatever gives you that idea.
Well,
I
naturally,
couldn't
thought-
possibly disappoint the other children. They've worked so hard and they're so eager to perform.
Oh, yes, but I think
I think it is an excellent opportunity to learn that the show must go on. By the way, how's Tina?
Oh, she's in her room.
Running her lines?
I beg your pardon?
Well, she is the understudy.
I know,
I
but...
have worked very hard on this production, Mrs. Denmark, and I think it's good. Maybe the best work I've ever done.
But it's wrong. It's shockingly
Now
wrong.
listen to me, Mrs. D. I've had enough trouble with the Pippi people over the damn rights. They're not gonna stop me, and neither are you. Okay, so maybe I have to change the kid's name, but mark my words, Pippi Schmippy. That talented little girl of yours had better be in makeup, in costume, and in place by showtime, or I will be forced to call the police.
The police?
I didn't want to have to bring this up, but it appears that the Pippi wig is missing.
Why are you telling me this?
According to one of our other students, little Rachel Hobbs, Tina was seen chasing Louise and snatching at the wig.
Are you saying you suspect that
I
Tina...
suspect nothing at all. The children were just playing a game. They got a little overexcited. One of them got killed. No, I suspect nothing.
Why don't you come out and say it? I want you to look me straight in the eye and tell me my 8-year-old child killed for a part in the school show.
Not just any part, Mrs. Denmark, the lead. Now, I've altered the costume. Louise was so big, you'll have to come up with a red braided wig. Oh, smile, Mrs. Denmark. She's gonna be great. Ah! It's 12:30, and the show starts at 8. Look on the bright side. Now you get comps.
this week?
Mother, can we have a ballet bar? Francine Gordon has a ballet bar. Her daddy made it out of an old crutch.
Please don't change the subject.
I don't know how I got the wig.
And don't lie.
Howdy do. My name is
And
Pippi.
don't sing! Now, what are you doing with Louise Lerman's Pippi wig?
I found it after Louise had her accident.
If that's true, Tina, then why didn't you give the wig to Miss Thorne?
Because I was afraid. Afraid Miss Thorne would think I was naughty.
Were you naughty, Tina?
Oh, no, Mommy. I wasn't naughty. After Louise had her accident, I found the wig and put it in my bag so it wouldn't get lost. I'm sorry, Mommy. Did I do a bad thing?
Oh, no, Tina, no. But we do need to give the wig back to Miss Thorne.
Oh, Mother, you're silly. She's too old to play Pippi.
Tina?
It's my wig, and it's my parts!
Sweetheart? Is there something you want to tell Mommy?
Only that I love you, and I think that you're the best mother in the whole wide world. That's what I tell everyone. I say I have the nicest mother, the prettiest mother. Oh, Mother, what would you give me for a bucket of kisses?
Knock it off, Tina. You're not that good.
Excuse me?
You did it, didn't you?
What do you mean, Mother?
You killed Louise Lerman for a part in a show?
Not just any part, Mother, the lead!
Oh, my God! We'll start at the beginning and don't leave anything out.
Howdy do. My name
Not
is
the
Pippi.
show, Tina. Tell me what happened to Louise.
We got to rehearsal.
Go on.
We changed clothes.
Go on.
We did warm-ups.
Go on.
Louise hung herself.
Back up.
I told Louise I had to play Pippi, but she said I didn't have the range. So I chased her. I chased her up onto the catwalk. That's when she gave me the wig. I asked her if that meant if I could play Pippi, and she said, yeah, over my dead body. So I wrapped the jump rope round her fat neck and pushed her over the side!
Tina! Tina!
I wanted the part. What can I do?
You could have hurt her. You didn't have to kill her.
I wasn't thinking. I was tired and I didn't have my lunch.
Look at me, Tina. You did a bad thing, a very bad thing. You killed that little girl. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, it means I'm playing Pippi.
Go to your room.
Why?
You're punished.
But Mommy, the show.
Never mind the show. Now go to your room and don't you come out until I call you.
Is she ready? Is everything laid out? Makeup box, ballet shoes, her new opening night party dress.
Please, Sylvia, not now.
She'll look every inch the star, your darling daughter. Now if she just remembers all I've taught her, tonight will launch her new career. It won't be long before they cheer. They'll give her a standing ovation. I'll make this kid a household name with the Tina doll and the Tina game. We're going to become a corporation.
Sylvia!
What's the matter, dear? Are you having your ladies?
That must be Mother.
Where's my granddaughter?
I'm afraid Tina is being punished.
Tina punished? What did she do? Kill somebody? Hello?
Mother, this is Tina's manager, Sylvia St. Croix.
Here. Don't I know you from somewhere?
I replaced Monica Breedlove in Shirley, You Jest.
Of course. The role of Shirley was played by an actress whose performance obviously peaked with the cab driver on the way to the theater.
That's me.
Darling, have you been naughty?
Have you?
I love this kid.
How much?
This much.
More.
This much.
More.
Here.
Look, Sylvia.
Mine are in the car, and they're bigger.
Here.
Tina, I want you to go back to your room.
Oh.
You can visit with grandmother later.
Come along, Tina. We better work on the Pippi ballad.
That's the slow song.
Oh, darling, I remember you when you were this big.
I remember you when you were sober.
Would you like a drink?
Are you going to have one?
Oh, yes, yes, indeed.
Now, what's all this twaddle about my granddaughter being punished?
Mother, you know how Frederick and I have always...
Who?
Frederick, my husband. We've always encouraged Tina to do whatever she wants, and all she's ever wanted was to perform.
You're married?
The point is, I don't want Tina to ever set foot on a stage again, ever. And that goes for tonight.
Oh, darling, if you think I've driven all this way to sit through some Fakakta Pippi musical that does not star my granddaughter, you're out of your mind.
But, Mother...
Honey, if I want to see theater, I go see a play with no singing or dancing. Get in the way. Theater is language, and that should be all. Music belongs at the Carnegie Hall. Not a reason on earth, as far as I know, to write, mount, and open a musical show. Honey, I've been a theater critic for 100 years, and it's always the same. The story is moving, chock full of suspense. The plot takes a twist and the mood is intense. Then someone sings a song like this. It doesn't make sense. Police, I hate musicals. Gangs don't look tough when they twirl and they snap. My blood starts to boil when a nun starts to tap. And wouldn't you just love to slap Maria Von Trapp? I'll tell you how to solve a problem like Maria. Hey, Rolf, she's over there. I hate musicals. The books are boring and so's the score, but people don't care. As long as they can see an actor fly through the air. Today it seems the only way to cause a sensation is use reality TV stars and amplification. I hate the genre, it's all second rate. When forced to see this crap, I always come late. From overture to curtain call, it all turns me off. I fidget and cough the whole night long. Yes, I hate musicals, but not as much as I hate this song. And why do revivals of shows that are blah? They can sew on sequins, but a bra still a bra. The chorus doesn't take rhyme, and the crowd goes insane. In utter disdain, I head for the doors, 'cause I hate the musicals, but not as much as I hate encore. They can hold you hostage for as long as they want. Oh no, here comes another verse from some washed up cow. Give me Opie, Orton, William, and David Mamet. And Jesus was a savior, not a superstar, goddammit. So keep your chorus lines of gypsies and mains. I'd rather see a flick of all of you frays. No matter who is strong, I'm never enticed. It's way overpriced, but I don't care. Yes, I hate musicals, but I fear they're here to stay. I hate musicals, but not as much as I hate
Much as I'd love to hear another chorus, I've got to ask you something I have never asked you before. Who are my real parents?
Tina's having her bath. Now, Judy, about tonight. I've arranged for a photographer, so be sure to wear something gorgeous. Who knows? They may do a mother-daughter spread.
It's a school show, Sylvia.
It's the start of her career.
Well, I'm not sure I want her to have such a career.
Well, I'm not sure you have a choice. Show business is in that child's blood.
Don't say that. It's not in my blood or in Frederick's.
Oh?
I've made up my mind. No more show business.
What about what Tina wants?
Well, Tina will be happier in the brownies.
No! She'll die in the brownies!
Stop it, Sylvia!
I think you do want this for Tina, but you're afraid.
Afraid?
Afraid of how desperately you want it. And not for Tina, but for yourself.
What are you saying?
Admit it. Deep down, it's you who wants to be the star.
What?
Everyone does.
No!
You're jealous of your own daughter's talent.
I am deliriously happy leading a normal, ordinary life. And so too will my daughter.
A normal life was not possible, nor is it for any poor creature driven by inherited talent. I'm quoting you, Miss Encore. It's a passage from a book you wrote many years ago. Roofless, The Life and Times of Ruth Del Marco.
That name.
Ruth Del Marco was insane. Talented somewhat, but totally insane. Imagine killing yourself over a bad review.
A review written by Lita Encore.
What of it?
If only you'd been a little kinder, a little more encouraging with your words, Ruth Del Marco might still be alive.
Perhaps she is.
What?
They never found her body. Just those big footprints in the sand and a suicide note.
Oh, surely you don't
3
believe it.
years ago, Ruth Del Marco was spotted doing I do in Bucks County.
That's just a rumor.
Perhaps. But the fact is they never found her.
Or her child.
A child?
Ready for lunch, sweetheart?
Ruth Del Marco had a child?
A little girl, I believe. Coming, Tina! She kept it quiet, of course. The child's father being Bob Fosse and all.
Oh, I want my child to be happy.
She is happy.
I want her to be normal.
She is happy.
Mother,
Yes, honey.
who am I?
Why, now you're my daughter, and I love you very much.
Oh, yes, but where do I come from?
The duty department at Sears.
Oh, Mother, please, you've got to tell me the truth. Who are my real parents?
Oh, please, Ginger.
Ginger?
I mean Judy.
You called me Ginger.
I knew God would punish me for panning fiddler. Oh, this is so difficult for me. Come, let's go have a quiet lunch, just the two of us. And afterwards, a long talk. Please, we need time.
Of course, Mother. I understand.
Ah, you're Ruth Del Marco's child.
Oh, my God!
You tore it out of me!
Do you mean to say that I came from that?
Oh, I know what you're thinking, and it's not true.
I'm talented?
No.
Oh, God, help me, I'm talented!
Darling, you're not. Trust me.
Oh, it's all my fault!
What are you talking about?
Her talent, her drive, her pathological need to be famous. Oh, God. Oh, I feel so cheap and dirty. How did this happen?
I heard Ruth had a child. And when she disappeared, I came looking, and I found you alone, frightened, locked up in your mother's dressing room. Oh, Judy.
No. My name is Ginger Del Marco.
But you're my daughter, and I have raised you ever since you were 2 years old.
Oh, Mother.
Okay, 7, what's the difference? You were an ordinary little girl who couldn't sing or dance at all.
Was I, Mother? Was I?
You're still nothing special.
How can you be sure?
Because you've grown up beautifully and you're married to Kenneth.
Frederick.
Whatever. And together you've given birth to...
How do you do? My name is Peppy, P-I-P-P-I.
to that.
Tina, get back here.
You must take care of your daughter.
But
she needs you.
But
She needs you now more than ever. I'm so glad we finally had that little talk. Mommy dearies feels so much better now, don't you? I'll see you later at the theater, honey. Break a leg, Tina. I may be late, sweetheart, but don't worry, I will be there eventually. Because as much as Grandmother loves you, I hate musicals.
Okay, Tina, I want to hear the Peppy ballad from the top.
I'm tired, Sylvia.
Oh, come on. It's almost there.
Okay. When I was a little girl of 7.
No, it's too cute. It needs weight. Start again.
When I was a little girl.
No tears, damn it! What did I teach you?
If I cry, the audience won't.
Precisely. Start again.
No!
Tina?
I'm tired and I'm hungry.
You're a quitter.
It's a lousy song anyway.
There are no lousy songs, just lazy singers. Here, I'll show you how it's done. When I was a little girl of 7, my mommy unexpectedly went on a trip to heaven. And Daddy dear would kiss my dear when I would start to cry.
No! It's too big, Sylvia.
I beg your pardon?
It's too big. I think you want the audience to come to you.
Excuse me, Judy Denmark, but what would you possibly know about it?
I know enough to see that you're pushing for results. Look at you. You're not in the moment. Why? You're indicating!
Mama, will you show me how it's done?
I can't.
Oh, yes, you can.
When I was a little girl of 7, my mommy unexpectedly went on a trip to heaven. And Daddy dear would kiss my tear when I would start to cry and say, though Mommy's dead, she's overhead, an angel in the sky. Mama. Now, when I lay me down to sleep, I don't turn off the light, so Mom can find me when she comes to kiss my cheek. Good night. Of course. course I raise my window now before I get in bed. I wouldn't want my angel mom to bang her angel head. I'm a talented girl, mama! You may say I'm motherless, but I must disagree. For I live for my mother and my mother lives in me. And everything I'll ever do and everything I'll be because of mommy dear. My mother lives in me. Tina, take the third chorus.
You may say I'm motherless, but I must disagree. For I live for my mother and my mother lives in me.
Smile, damn it. And everything I'll ever do and everything I'll be because of mommy dear. Mommy's here. My mother lives in me. Dear Frederick, I am writing to tell you that Tina has committed an unspeakable crime, so I turned her in. Perhaps my biggest mistake was allowing Sylvia to handle her defense.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, a child is dead, and we are heartbroken. But I ask you now to consider her parents, Mike and Betty Lerman. As difficult as this must be for them, imagine how painful it would have been for them to have to sit through their untalented daughter's performance when she was so horribly miscast.
Tina Denmark, I hereby sentence you to 4 years at the Daisy Clover School for Psychopathic Ingenues. Order! Order in the court!
The older girls are dangerous. Their smoking makes me cough. My life is taking orders while my mother's taking off.
This year's Tony Award for Best Actress in a Musical goes to Ginger Del Marco for Pollen My Wind.
I must admit this really makes me burn.
A mother shouldn't take her daughter's turn. Talent, inherited and unstoppable, dragging generation after generation into the spotlight. Remember Judy Denmark? Well, 4 years and 2 Tony Awards later, meet Ginger Del Marco. Ginger Del Marco, a born-again talent who hasn't baked a cookie in years. A star package bursting with agents, managers, hairdressers, and
I'll get it.
her devoted personal assistant.
This is Eve.
Eve. A clutching, clawing Broadway wannabe, clinging oh so desperately to the hem of success.
I'm sorry, Miss Del Marco never comes to the phone. You'll have to wait until she calls you. Bye-bye.
On the very morning that Tina was to be released, I had the bottomless daiquiri at Lindy's and headed straight to Ginger's apartment.
That penthouse apartment, a view of the park. Oh, life is a lark. Oh, for Ginger Del Marco, the living is easy now that Ginger's on top. Oh, she gets to give orders like she's the Gestapo. Her order me, oh, I can't fall to late down. Living the high life, it's caught up in my life. Being persistent, I became her assistant. I soak up the glamour, and sometimes I am her.
her shoes. When she has the flu, chew. When it's off to the beach, I Brazilian her. Ho, ho. I cook, I clean, I wash, I sew, I walk the dog, I shovel snow. Yeah, I'm a glorified maid, and I'm having the time of her life. I'm getting I want a penthouse apartment with a view on the park. Oh, yeah, 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 I'll get it. Oh, fuck.
Hello, Eve.
How did you get past the doorman?
Easy. I didn't wake him up. Is she here?
I'm sorry, Miss Delmarco never receives visitors. You'll have to wait until she calls on you. Bye-bye.
So this is the thanks I get for all that I've done for her. Now she's a big star. She's turning her back on her past. She thinks she doesn't need me. Well, I don't need you, Miss Broadway star. Miss, thanks a lot and out with the garbage.
Lower your voice.
I got me a better idea. Fermez la bouche.
Yeah, fermez la bouche.
Beg your pardon?
Shut your pie hole. Eve.
Yes, Miss Delmarco.
Damn it, Eve. I told you to speak French.
Oui, Monsieur Delmarco.
Here, I got a stain on this.
Merde.
No, I think it's clam sauce.
Oui, Monsieur Delmarco.
We have to talk.
Call my press agent.
I am your press agent.
Not anymore, you're not. Have you seen today's paper? Read it.
Although winner of 2 Tony Awards, Ginger Delmarco is no real actress. She's a no-account entertainer wasting her life doing musicals.
That's just your mother being a bore.
How can she say such a thing when every night you light up the stage as Joan of Arc in Where There's Smoke?
The Times said I was on fire.
Literally.
And for your information, Lita Encore was not my real mother. My mother was the fabulous Ruth Delmarco. Her talent is in my blood, and show business is my life. All I care about, all I've ever cared about, is my career.
That's why you're the toast of Broadway.
Toast? Don't you mean Danish?
Danish!
As in Denmark.
Denmark?
As in shooting Denmark.
Guards! Miss Delmarco has an interview.
I think you better leave.
Afraid I'll talk? Tell the world you're still a housewife at heart with a kid in reform school?
Where are my manners? Eve?
Don't scratch your scabs, or they'll never get any better.
She's nuts, but I don't pay her much. Why don't you take our guest to the kitchen and fix her a snack?
Come on, Sylvia. I've got sushi in the oven.
How could you?
Today's the day that your daughter is being released.
Boys? Once life was simple and ingenue. I was an ordinary nothing, just like you. Oh, how I loved to cook and clean, my life an open magazine, just like every happy housewife way back when. But it can never be that way again. I lost the apron, I found my voice, and now I live my life on stage. I no choice. A woman doomed to entertain must use applause to ease the pain.
When she gets that old familiar housewifey end.
But it can never be that way again. Do you think I like this? Do you think I want this? Do you know what it's like to lie in bed night after night, fighting the urge to defrost your freezer? Or to run a vacuum and clean your own house? But I can't. I can't. I'm a star! Now people love me from hill to Maine. So it's goodbye to apple pie, bonjour champagne. Perhaps to you this won't make sense. I'll always miss my picket fence. I had a life, not just an ego way back when. But now I star in Broadway shows, 'cause in my veins the talent flows. This time, I'm doing it for me, mama. It can never be that way again. What the hell is this doing here?
I thought it might remind you.
I can't imagine what.
She's done her time at Clover. Arrangements must be made.
What sort of arrangements?
Clearly, you have no time for her. You have no time for anybody but yourself. What that child needs...
I know what she needs, Sylvia. I'm her mother.
How dare you take that tone with me?
Sylvia, it's not that I don't appreciate everything you've done for me, but look at me, darling. I've outgrown you.
I made you a Broadway star!
A musical comedy. Damn it, Sylvia, I want to act. Which reminds me, I'm flying to the coast tomorrow to shoot a screen test.
Movies! I might have known. Well, you can't go. You've got a show to do. And your understudy broke her neck.
She started it.
Oh, ginger.
Let me go, Sylvia.
What?
You've got to let me go.
I can't.
I'll give you anything you want. A new car, a fur coat, an acting school for kids.
You say that I can have anything that I want.
Name it.
I want the girl.
What?
You say that you will pay any price. May I be blunt? I want the girl. Look around, look what I've made here. I didn't do it for you. I'm not cutting out till I'm paid dear. So save your behavior, it's much too abusive. I want the girl, and I want an exclusive.
I know this rotten business inside out, and I will not allow any child of mine anywhere near it.
Afraid of the competition?
Goodbye, Sylvia.
She thinks that she can toss me aside. She's got her nerve. I'll get the girl. So hopelessly wrapped up in your life, you don't deserve that little girl. True, your reviews may be glowing. The critics, darling, they say. Well, darling, your ego is showing. Today's hot tamale, tomorrow grows colder. The future is here, dear. Look over your shoulder. I'm gonna take her, and I'm gonna make her a bigger star, a brighter star than you. Stand back, this time she's hitting the heights. That gorgeous face, those golden curls. I See, a blazing theater marquee, my name in lights. I mean, the girls. Though you may not understand, dear, maybe you'll thank me one day for taking these matters in hand, dear. So go on and polish your star as it rises, but don't burn your bridges. Life's full of surprises. I'm gonna take her, and I'm gonna make her a bigger star, a brighter star than you. Just wait and see. I want the girl. I'll get the girl. I want the girl to be me. To be me. Be me. Be me. Be me. To be me.
I'll get it. Fuck! No, Eve. I'll get it. Yeah? You may send her up. Sylvia, would you care to freshen up?
Thanks, dear. I don't mind if I do.
There's a gas station on the corner.
I'm not leaving until we have a deal.
Yeah, well, try not to get makeup all over my hand towels. Eve, say hello to my darling daughter.
Oh, it's awfully nice to meet you. I've heard absolutely nothing about you.
Eve, Eve.
Tina Denmark. Say, aren't you the dame who killed that, Lorman kid for a part in a play?
Well, not just any part, the lead.
Ah, how did you do it?
She hung her with a jump rope. You remember that? I was so angry with you! Now, there's your actresses. I'd like to hang with a jump rope.
Me too!
Eve,
Oui, Monsieur Delmarco.
go crush me an aspirin.
Oh, I'm afraid we're all out of aspirin, but how about a Valium?
Let's all take one. Now go walk puddles.
Oui, Monsieur Delmarco.
I counted those. Hello, Tina.
Hello, Mother.
You look different.
So do you. You look beautiful.
You look different. Sorry I haven't visited you at school. More often, I mean.
Once would it be nice?
Mommy's been very busy.
So it's true. My mother, a Broadway star.
They say I can play anything, you know.
That's what I hear.
Well, that's what they say.
Sit down, Mother. I want to sing you something. Once upon a time, all I wanted was to shine, brighter than the stars up in the sky. It was not too long ago that my life was just a show, and the only stars were me, myself, and I. But time has passed, and I have changed, it's true. Now I've come home to share all that I've learned with you. The applause is wonderful, I know, but you can't take the audience home with you after the show.
Well, not all of them anyway. Hey.
There's more to life than being a star, eating caviar in a fancy car. There's home and heart, and if you're smart, you'll know. Rolling outside in the grass, sure beats rolling in dough.
You're right, Tina. There is something missing in my life.
I know, Mother.
Audiences love me, they do. But it's like you said, you can't take the audience home with you after the show. Well,
There's more to life than a life on this stage. Time to let go and start a new page. Remember how beautiful life was back then. I'm here. I'm home. Mother dear, it's our chance to be happy again.
knock it off, Tina. What are you really doing here?
What do you think I'm doing here?
How the hell should I know? I'm a Broadway star, not a Broadway mind reader.
I want what I've always wanted.
And what, pray tell, is that?
To be the star of this family. Now out of my way, I'm off to my room to unpack.
You can't.
Why not?
I sold all your furniture.
I can make some. I've had 4 years of wood shop.
Sit down, Tina. There's something I must show you. Ruthless. The life and times of Ruth Del Marco. A woman born with a deadly combination of talent, drive, and a desperate need to be famous. Ruth Del Marco couldn't help herself. Though she entertained and delighted millions, she was destined to destroy everyone around her. Ruth Del Marco was my mother. She couldn't help herself, and neither can I.
Are you saying that Ruth Del Marco was my grandmother?
Don't you see, Tina? I want you to be happy.
What about you?
It's too late for me, but you're still young and strong. I want you to fight it.
A nice try, Ginger! Judy, or whatever the hell your name is. But you owe me this.
Come again?
You turned me in just when I could have had a career.
Let's not get nuts, Tina. It was a school show. Besides, I did it for your own good.
Bullshit! You did it for your own good. I'll soon be free to run to New York and have my career. Well, it won't wash. I'm back, and you're my mother, so you better start acting like it!
So that's how it is?
Yeah, that's how it is.
Well then, it is with my deepest sense of responsibility and maternal instinct that I say, you're not my only reason to exist, dear. When I think of all the life I might have missed, dear. Yes, I had a life before your birth, dear. You're not my only reason to be living here on earth, dear. Being a mother is only a fraction. Even a mother's entitled to action. Don't get me wrong, kid, I know the scar, but I've done double duty, and now I want more. I fed you, I dressed you, you sneezed and I God blessed you. Now I have a life. I'm more than a mother, more than a wife.
I am your kid, there's no going back. Mom, I'm here and now I'll think I'll go and pack. Mom, whatever I am, Mom, I owe it to you. So you can disregard me and discard me young too. My lawyers all agree. Good or bad luck, Mom, you're stuck, Mom, with me.
Let's be calm. Let's not shout. Let's try and understand what this is really all about.
Who'd have thought we'd come to this position? Mother-daughter locked in competition. And all I want is,
All I'm saying,
all I hope is, all I'm praying is for you to look at me, look at me, look at me!
parents and children,
So often,
like strangers, compete for attention, vie for respect. Parents and children acting like strangers same way my mother did it to me.
Something I'm sure she's regretted every day of her life. Hello, Tina.
All that woman cared about was her career. Can't say that I blame her.
Your mother is so proud of you.
My mother is dead.
Am I? The critics tried to kill me, but I'm still here.
I don't understand, Silvio.
No, my child, not Sylvia. The name's Del Marco. Ruth Del Marco. After Lita's poisonous review closed my show, I couldn't face anyone, not even my own child. So I swam far out to sea. But as luck would have it, I was rescued by a passing cruise ship. Fortunately, they didn't recognize me with wet hair. One night, I changed my name and sang a couple of songs in the Lido Lounge. Soon, I was headlining and calling bingo in the main room. They loved me.
They'll love anything on a cruise ship.
Watch it. One day, a producer came aboard and offered me a part in an all-white company of the all-black version of Hello, Dolly. I jumped at it. One summer, we played Your Small Town, and that's when I spotted you. All those years of pushing you aside, thinking only of myself, never encouraging you to develop the talent you were born with. I should have given you voice lessons, or at least tap shoes that fit. I just didn't want to share the spotlight.
Oh, Mother!
I still don't.
Sorry.
Suddenly, it didn't matter. For there, standing next to you, was my granddaughter, Tina. And I knew that God had given me a second chance. Oh. Can you ever forgive a silly, selfish old woman?
Oh, Mother, you're not silly. But why do you insist on making Tina a star?
I can't let you make the same mistakes with your daughter. You'll never forgive yourself.
I forgive you. Mama?
Gingy!
Hold me, Mommy!
Grandmother!
Call me Ruth.
But why didn't you tell me any of this before?
I didn't want you to think I was hanging around to get a part in one of your shows because I'm your mother or anything.
You are going to be in my new show.
Oh, that's very sweet, dear. But the truth is, I don't want to perform anymore. What I really want to do is direct.
Then you'll direct it.
What about me?
She'll be great in the part of your daughter.
Sorry to disappoint you, Tina, but the part's been cast. Cute kid, too. Rachel somebody?
Does she need an understudy?
Here we go again!
I want that part!
You're not ready for it. Oh, sure. You got rid of the competition once. But do you have any idea how many people you have to destroy to make it in this business?
I can learn. Teach me!
I remember the night that I won my first Tony. I thanked my producers, Purina and Sony. I thanked my director, my hairdresser, Paul. I thanked all the people, both little and small. And I assure you the tears that I damned were not for the backs that I stabbed. Be ruthless a gander at me, ruthless, unconditionally ruthless. That's the game you must play to hit the high tide.
I guarantee ruthless puts you on the marquee. Ruthless, they're notoriously ruthless.
Those who have a career, dearie.
Being sweet and affectionate only leads to rejection. It never wins you a Tony Award.
Lord, you've helped me find my niche. Thanks to talent, I'm filthy rich.
I'm so proud of my Broadway bitch.
I'm flying high and adored. Ruthless,
Granny, Mommy, and me.
ruthless. Take a tip of the three. Ruthless.
Ladies singing this song.
Chemical passion, the passion is ruthless.
Whether you're young or you're gray-haired and toothless, the key to success is to be talented, yes, but talent can fail. You gotta be ready to fight to the nail. Be sharp as a tack, tough as a cop, willing to pull your way straight to the top. You can't stand the heat, get off with the buffs. You wanna be famous and listen to us.
'Cause we ruthless. Look around and you'll see. Ruthless. Don't you know that to be ruthless in itself is an art?
So if you're smart, you'll
Chemical passion, your passion is ruthless. Whether you're young or you're gray-haired and toothless, the key to success is ruthless. A low-cut dress might impress,
But to get the gig, you gotta have it. Ruthlessness, the key to success is Let's all pirate your limo, go to Sardi's!
Hey, let's nod and say we did. Besides, I got a show to do.
Oh, yeah, come on. We're not in this scene. Come on.
You just run along and have a good time. Don't worry about the show. I can do it.
Take off my dress.
I thought you gave it to me.
To take to the cleaners, Einstein, not to wear.
Did I mention I'm taking the afternoon off?
You're not serious.
I have a rehearsal.
Oh, you're joking.
I'm your new understudy.
You're fired.
You can't fire me because I quit. I hate you. I've always hated you! You and your phony ways! Speaking lousy French and reading book reviews like they was books.
Pack your bags and get out.
Can I keep the dress?
Over my dead body.
Suit yourself. Eve! No! The name is not Eve. It's Lerman. Betty Lerman.
Who?
Louise's mother. Act 1.
Oh, the dead girl.
I have waited a long time for this. Look at you, standing there thinking you're better than everybody else, just because you've got talent.
We are better than everybody else.
Stop it, Mother! Tina, do you hear yourself? It's only talent.
But darling, talent made me a star.
Talent isn't a bad thing. It's when the rewards of talent, when fame and fortune become so important, you forget who you are and what you did for love. Sure, I got talent, but I did a terrible thing. I know I can't bring Louise back, but I I've learned something. I've learned there's more to life than being a star. Thank you, and God bless you all.
That's one smart girl you've got there.
Thanks, Betty. Can I call you Betty?
Well, sure, kid.
No!
It's me! Don't get blown on my sofa! Tina.
Oh!
You saved my life.
Now can I be in your show?
No, Tina, not this way.
Back off, Granny! I've killed before!
You wouldn't hurt Mommy, would you?
Oh, so it's back to Mommy, is it?
Where's my granddaughter?
Do it. Tina, give me the gun. It's
Why, Ruth Del Marco, you're not dead.
Oh, give me a minute, encore. Remember, Tina, you can go first class if you've got talent. The world is kicks your ass if you've got talent. Baby, you'll have it all. Wait and see. And all of your talent came from...
Ah, she never could sing.
What's happened? Where am I? Who am I?
You're Ginger Del Marco.
No, I'm Judy. Judy Denmark. That's my name, Judy. Judy Denmark.
Judy?
Please, call me Mommy.
Mommy?
Tina? Mommy! Tina! I think we've learned a lesson here, Tina. Now, together, we can break the chain and once and for all give up show business and lead a normal, happy life. Get your suitcase, sweetheart. We're going home. For as God is my witness, neither I nor my child shall ever set foot on a stage again. Who needs Broadway?
You're right, Mother. There's no money on Broadway. I'm getting a series!
I've given up teaching. I'm back in New York!
I can't call the shots 'cause I got talent. The world is gonna collapse from all this talent. And if you don't agree with this, then I invite you all to kiss my adolescent prepubescent bum.
Honey, I'm home!
Frederick?
Please, call me